I'm gonna kick off things with another segment we call Dave's Low-Key Energy News Dreamlight Update, which is still a working title. So earlier this week, what news did we have? We had a patch that was released. So on the 16th of December, a hotfix was actually released, and it's really intended to not be a content drop. It was more of a kind of a, well, what a hotfix is a patch for some broken quests, but also some historic broken quests, because it wasn't just the new Toy Story quests or Stitches quests that were fixed up. So first off, story-related items would no longer appear in the crafting menu, that was a relatively new thing that was happening. To be honest, after the patch, I still saw it pop up. I saw the photo backdrop still pop up before it actually pops up for Stitch's quest. So not sure if they completely fixed it, but they tried. Improved feedback in Buzz Lightyear's house to make it easy to exit. Apparently people were having trouble. I never actually encountered any trouble myself, but I've seen some examples online of what was happening there. You're My Favorite Deputy quest improves item spawns to prevent them from falling outside the map onto static objects. Again, didn't have that problem, but that would be annoying. That would be very annoying if it spawns outside and you can't either collect it or see it. Restoring the Sunstone. So that's a historic quest. Actually, that's Scars, Scars update came out. That quest came out, and a lot of people had trouble with it. Some people had trouble because they didn't realize you had to wait like a day for it to grow, like 3 days or something. You had to water it every couple of days. It was really annoying, and then people realized you could have used that new instant growth potion, but hindsight, you know. So they're saying they're continuing to push iterative fixes to help users who are still encountering issues with this quest. Yeah, it sounds like that's been a big problem for people. Today's fix should help some players, but we continue to investigate and we anticipate this issue may persist for others. So it looks like they haven't quite fixed it, which is quite surprising, considering how long that quest has actually been around for. But it also shows you it's probably not an easy fix too. I mean, they're trying. Gameloft is trying, but it's not always it's not easy to fix something that's broke. A deal with Ursula is also another historic quest. Actually, I think that goes back even before Scars. Players will be able to now place the 4 crystals on the pedestal necessary to complete this quest. So I had completed the quest. I'm going to actually quickly go back to here. We'll quickly show it. So it's actually over here, these 4 pedestals here. So you just place them on there, and that's how to complete the quest. Again, I didn't have any problems personally, but that would be annoying if you did, and it would kind of lock you in a little bit. So yeah, that would have sucked. Alright, we'll continue. The Mystery of Stolen Stock, so that's the new Stitch quest. Next step of this quest will now be accessible to players who cleared the necessary trash. So yeah, a lot of people were clearing the trash and then nothing was happening. Or it would just leave 1. It won't count 1. And then essentially soft block you. Next one, the Illumination. Place the blanket fort in the house will now complete this quest. So what a lot of people were doing is, which makes sense, and I didn't think of it when I placed it, because I placed my blanket fort outside. That's a weird phrase to say. They placed it in the house, and they wouldn't be able to move it, and it wouldn't complete the quest, which is weird, because a blanket fort probably belongs in the house more than anything else. So, yeah, that would suck. Now this one's a weird one. The Bobbity is great, but the giant Bobbity is even better. But the Valley, maybe it was a bit too big. So apparently the graphical image of the Bobbity when you cook it was very big. I didn't see that. I mean, I don't actually have a lot of Bobbity or whatever they call it. I mean, let's make one to see how it is right now. I probably could go back and find footage of when it was, before it was fixed, but to be honest, I'm lazy. Oh, it's just like, yes, I do remember it being a bit bigger. So that's disappointing, because why not? I mean, what's the harm of making that a little bit bigger? I mean, maybe it was crashing some people's, versions. Who knows? It's like a weird choice to fix. But that was about it. So it's pretty standard after the initial patch release to release an additional fix. So this was let's look. What was that? It's around about a week later. After the initial Toy Story release, I'm doing a bit of fixes. Not a lot, to be honest. You would expect a few more, and I think, yeah, that was the only update that they had released since, I think. Yeah, it was the only patch update they've released, which is kind of standard because they did the same thing with Scar's update. The next bit of news we would have is Christmas, so Merry Christmas everyone. If you haven't already, make sure you log in to Dreamlight Valley and get your fish, your festive fish. So if you haven't already, there'll be little pools around the valley. There'll be green and blue, I think? Red. I think green and red. And you should pick up some festive fish and actually complete your collections if you haven't already. So you should be able to pick up those 5. Keep in mind that it doesn't spawn more than once, what I've found anyway. So once you catch it, chances are you're not going to be able to catch them again. So don't do what I did and use up your festive squid. Because festive squid looks like the coolest, but then you end up cooking and it always uses your inventory first. So make sure you take it out of your inventory if you want to keep it, store it away, or even just place it on the ground and put it somewhere, so you don't use it up. Because now I don't have any festive squid. Got the others, but don't have the festive squid. The other tip I would say is make sure you got a fishing companion with you, just so you can get an extra one, which is actually quite important considering you only spawn one of them. I personally, actually we'll go see it. So I personally only managed to get two of the Fuji's ones, and then one of each of there, and I've actually got 2 salmon, but I've hit my item limit and I can't be bothered fixing that right now. Fishing companion, very important. The other bit of news that we have is what will happen on Christmas. So if we go back over here, so this is a GameSpot article that was released on the 18th, so only a couple of days ago. Links down below and all that fun stuff. So the castle Christmas tree. So there's a Christmas tree in the castle that you can go to, and that will have Christmas presents on Christmas Day, but not just Christmas Day. If you look on here, it says you can come any day through to the 31st. So don't feel like you have to log in on the 25th. You can wait a couple of days, and don't time skip, because some people call it cheating. I call it only do it if you have to. Only do it if you really want to, because it could break your game. And I've seen a lot of people on both sides say time skipping should be allowed and time skipping should be not allowed. Some say it should be allowed due to disability issues, or people are unable to log in at certain times and so forth. The other hand also tells me, like, well, if you start giving too many allowances, people are going to abuse it. Let's be honest. People are going to abuse it, and people are going to just basically get ahead of everyone else playing the game legitimately, and there's no benefit of playing the game the normal way if people can abuse the system. Sadly, it's just reality. People just like to do that. Anyway, so we should get one festive gift with snowflake ears, which will be interesting. I don't think I've had that, but who knows. One gift of craftable holiday furniture. I guess it's okay. I'm not too fussed. One gift of crafting materials. I want that because I'm trying to get as many items as I possibly can. So, and 2 gifts of holiday meals, which is alright, but it could be unique stuff. These could be unique craftable stuff. The crafted materials might be interesting because there are some items in the game that we can't craft yet because we don't have the materials for it. So it would be cool if on Christmas we actually got those materials as a bit of a, you could say, sneak peek, or a bit of an interesting kind of angle with it. Outside of that, we got the wrapping paper that's spawning everywhere, and you can actually complete the last Dreamlight Valley holiday quests, or holiday Dreamlight things, by just making presents and gifting them. Little tip here that I found out on stream: you can't give giving a gift to the same person twice only counts as one. So make sure you give it to different companions around the village. But that should be, it's easy enough to do. A lot of people have gone with the naughty gift just because they would want to be a little bit stingy and save on their resources. I ended up giving shiny gifts because, well, to be honest, there's no need for shiny rubies or emeralds once you get enough of them. And I've got a lot of them, so I didn't really care. And I just wanted an excuse to use some of those materials, because you never get to use shiny ruby or emerald unless it's in a crafting scenario. But yeah, that's about it, all the holiday stuff. So Merry Christmas to everyone that's watching this, or seeing this in hindsight. I hope you had a good Christmas. But yeah, what was the other update? Oh, the other update is Gameloft didn't have so much of a good time during release date. Patch date. What am I saying? So this is the Discord, and this is where the hotfix that we just talked about actually was released. So yeah, they were announcing, some updates, or the patch updates, and then they released it. So they released it about 2 days later. But if we scroll down, we see that it seems a lot of people having problems with Stitch's quest. So as everyone was unlocking Stitch, because he's essentially time locked for 10 days, right? You do the first quest, wait 5 days. Do the second quest, you wait 5 days. Then you unlock him, then you have to level him up. So this bug about Stitch's level 7 quest didn't really affect anyone until, much down the line. So it's slowly been coming up and people finding this bug. So apparently there's an issue with the crafting stations in terms of Stitch's hobby. I believe Stitch's hobby was, you're trying to figure out a hobby for Stitch, or something to do. So it doesn't say exactly what was happening. At the time, I recommend not starting this quest. I didn't see this, and luckily it looks like it was fixed by the time I got to this point. But it looks like it was a pretty game-killing kind of bug that was going on. And I think it will stop locking up a few people. And now actually, let's go to Trello real quick. Let's see if that illuminates the issue. Which is fun because a quest was fixed. Okay, so players who have started the level 7 friendship quest Stitch's hobby will experience issues with the crafting station, missing items, no scroll bar. So it looks like it was showing missing items and the scroll bar wasn't there, so you can scroll it. And there is a bug sometimes that happens in Dreamlight that it kind of just gets you stuck on a screen and you can't move it. A lot of the time it's with the missing pieces quests. Like I completed one the other day and it just locked my system and I had to force quit the game. So it could have been something like that, which, makes sense. Anyway, the timeline goes about later that day. It looks like later that day. A good 7 hours later, they got the hotfix. So it shows you how quickly, when there's a game destroying bug, how quickly, the team gets together to fix it. So it looks like they fixed it on Steam, Epic, and PlayStation. Hadn't rolled out to the others yet. Then it looks like another 6 hours later. Oh, actually 12 hours later. It was just about 13 hours later, actually. The Mac, Microsoft, and Xbox patches were released to fix that problem. Also shows you probably the either they were working overtime and working all through the night, or they're very spread out and remote, the team. The fact that they can work like that. It's pretty cool. Well, not pretty cool. It's pretty normal. but it's good knowing that that's how active of a team that they are. The hotfix to address the corrupted games has been alive across all platforms, including Switch. Switch is always last. It looks like Switch is the most unstable platform, and it's probably why we've got the item limit the way we have, is because of the Switch. And the last update, which is actually funny enough today, which for me it's Friday the 23rd of December, for the record. It says voting for the Steam Awards is open, and they encourage everyone to vote for them, which I think they deserve. To be honest, I don't think, this is my personal opinion, I don't think anyone should be up for awards unless it's specifically an early access rewards, if it's an early access game. That's my personal opinion. I think if you are going to stick the early access label on a game and also go around claiming, you know, it's early access, so please be very forgivable stuff, you shouldn't also be up for awards like it's a full game. Because you could kill the game with an update before release, and then you will use the whole I won this award thing 2 months ago as a selling point, which is a little bit deceptive because that wasn't the full game. My opinion, but anyway. Well, good luck to them anyway. I think the sit back and relax award makes sense. It is definitely a sit back and relax game. And I do hope to win it, but also I don't think non-full release games should be up for awards. And if we go across the social posts for the week, they're getting a little bit more active. I think it's when there's a little bit of a lull, and there will be a little bit of a lull in terms of content. They do kind of post out a little bit extra. A lot of the posts were just about the new update, like Woody and Buzz and Stitch, and just keeping people kind of interested. And just the seasonal stuff like Christmas. Nothing massive. There are a couple of sweepstakes going down. I don't really enter in those because, well, most of the time it's, you know, only American or Canadians can enter it, so we just give up after a point. That is true. Like, you always see on these competitions in the bottom, there's a little disclaimer that says US or Canada only, which kind of sucks. But yeah, nothing too shocking on the social media side of it. And yeah, that's about it. So if you do want to comment on the news or join the conversation, we have our own Discord. It's called DaveQHQ, but it will be links in chat, so hopefully you'll see you there. But that's the news of the week. Let's give them some gifts. Oh, look at that. This one with the 3. Yay! Oh, mailbox is right in the way. That's all good. We'll do forge. No. Requirement. Hidden requirement. Well, that's annoying. It's got a hidden requirement. I don't know what it is. Let's see what this does. I think it goes up a little bit. Yay, level 4. I don't know what the hidden requirement is. I think maybe it's bugs. Well, I noticed the quest isn't showing up here now. And he's, you know, really wanted to progress with this too. So there's supposed to be some signs that spawned that kept Stitch out of the village. Like a warning or something. It doesn't appear to have happened. So let me try something. Let me try exiting and come back. Ah, there they are. There's the sign. Alright, where's Stitch again? It's over here. Yay! Go vandalize the sign to Donald. Where is Donald? There's Mr. Duck. Where's that psychopath? Hey Donald, I found a sign with a picture of you in the peaceful meadow, but it looks like it's grew on a whack. What's the big idea? Who would... Oh, I know who it was. It was Stitch. If he does that again, I'm gonna whack. Calm down, take a deep breath. Calm down? Why should I calm down? Seriously, he's got some really severe anger issues. This man needs therapy. I mean, to be fair, his girlfriend's gone missing, and no one seems to care. Nephews are gone, and Scrooge doesn't give a damn about him, so that would make me mad too. Every time I turn around, Stitch records saying, "Else, what does Stitch do to get you riled up? First, he won't stop bothering me, leaving teeth marks in my pontoon, stealing the worms out of my tackle box. Then he asked me if I was ugly as a duckling. Dude, you're not wearing pants. I mean, you can't take the moral high ground of things if you're not wearing pants. That's kind of weird. I think you might have misunderstood Stitch. One of his favorite stories is the ugly duckling. Is it? Okay. I didn't misunderstand anything. He's got it in for me. So I put up those signs around the village to tell Stitch to keep out of my favorite places. It's not nice, the village is for everyone. Exactly, I like sharing the village with everyone who behaves, but Stitch doesn't behave. He won't even follow the signs. But that's not all. He drew funny pictures all over them. Maybe I can talk to Stitch and try and teach him to respect your property. Thank you. If Stitch doesn't leave me alone, I'm gonna fix up that spaceship of his and send it to the moon. I don't think there is a moon in this world. I haven't seen a moon. Alright, Stitch, what's going on with you, buddy? I hear you and Donald have been having some misunderstandings. No misunderstanding. Stitch do prank, Donald go whack. Ha ha ha. Donald is my funny friend. Friends, you're pranking Donald because you think it's funny when he's mad. That's what you do, right? As I hear, that's pretty funny. Yeah, Dave, that's funny. It's good. I think we had enough fun around here for a while. Donald's getting really upset. Oh, you want me to stop pranking Donald? Is Stitch badness level too high? Don't worry, we'll get undercaught. Of course not, little rambunctious. But I'm afraid we're gonna have to reach critical levels of badness. Yeah, I like that one. Alright. Stitch will do better, I promise. Why don't we start by replacing those signs you drew on? I'll teach you how to repair stuff. Let's go fix Donald's signs. We need to find hardwood, softwood, and those vandalized signs. Alright. Guess we have to walk around until we find some more. Oh, there's one right there. Yep, there we go. And so I need 15 hardwood, 15 softwood. Okay. This should be easy enough to do. Cheap. Alright. So I'm gonna get these items to get here. Ooh, what's this? This is some of what we need to repair the signs. Watch me repair a couple of them at the crafting station, and then we can try and fix one yourself. Okay, and Stitch should be good at fixing and destroying stuff. Alright, Stitch. There we go. Show repaired signs to Stitch. Alright. Alright, cool. Oop. Here are the signs I fixed. Can Stitch fix sign now? I think you're ready. Let's do this. Jubala. Be careful, okay? Alright. Ah. Look, Stitch made it better than before, yeah? Not bad for your first try. Should set mesh up more signs to practice fixing. That's okay. I'm sure there'll be other ways for you to practice. Let's go place these signs around the peaceful meadow. That should show Donald that you can respect his space in the village. Oh, damn, I've already reached the unique item limit, and that's a unique item. Oh, right. Okay. I'm gonna have to do something I hate to do and remove an item. Donald's got some unique decorations to him now. I like that. Because this didn't really feel like really Donald Dusk. It just had really the boat, and that was it. But now we've got a few signs that kind of show it's his spot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, how did I end up here? Alright, we'll talk to Stitch. We fixed up signs and put them back. Is Stitch goodness level high now? Not quite. You still need to apologize, do you? Apologies really help boost your goodness level. Yes, because every time you do a mistake, if you apologize, it makes everything okay. I mean that sarcastically. It doesn't. You should do more than just apologize. People can, like, you don't punch someone and go, sorry, and then that makes everything okay. Stitch, not good at sorry, don't worry. If you mean it, saying sorry is easy. The important thing is to say it from the heart. We'll get Taka. We'll find Donald and say sorry. Alright, where is Mr. Duck? There he is. Psychopath. Not you again. What kind of trick are you going to pull on me this time? No trick. Just say sorry. Sorry. Don't accept it. No, you're pulling a prank. I'm too smart to fall for it. Get it, Donald. No trick. Dave helped Stitch fix signs. Help Stitch say sorry. I'm sorry. From Stitch's heart bottom, just like Dave say. Well, if this really isn't a trick, then that's a new animation. I haven't seen him laugh before. I guess I forgive you for now. But I'll keep an eye on you, and you better not try anything again. Yay! He immediately fell over. Oh, God, Donald, you're a psychopath. Me, Donald Duck. Yes, we know it's you, Donald Duck. Donald likes Stitch, sorry. Right? Did a great job. Well, goodness level high, promise. Only prank Donald sometimes, hee hee hee. Yay. Alright. What we're going to do is I'm going to find a seat here. Looking at my crops. Because we're about to enter in Dave's segment, which we call, for some reason, Rant of the Week. We need a theme song, like my rant of the week. And I have mentioned this a few times. Recently, there's been a lot of videos coming out in the Dreamlight Valley community where, let's just say the news YouTube videos and YouTube channels come out, news YouTube videos about Dreamlight Valley coming out. And because it's an early access game, and because there's actually not a lot of news to talk about, they end up posting on a very regular basis clickbait. A lot of clickbait. To a point where it's actually pointless to release it. And it's one of those cases of there's so little news that every little thing they need to blow out of proportion. Like, there's two kinds of critical kind of analysis about a game. There's the real toxic stuff, and then there's too positive stuff. This is on the too positive side, and it's rampant at the moment. I've seen so many, and there was one particular person who started doing them a couple weeks ago. She's got thousands and thousands of hits. Don't know her, but
it's really pissed me off. A piss. And it makes me irrationally angry to a point where I have no right to be irrationally angry because I'm a 34-year-old male talking, like, not male, it doesn't really matter, but I'm a 35-year-old person who has better things to care about, but for some reason gets really bothered about this clickbait. So what we'll do is we'll switch over here, right? So, this video, now as you can see there, it says huge Disney Dreamlight Valley updates, game-changing literally. So based off that title alone, you would assume it's quite big news, right? Really big, kind of exciting, you know, as it says, game-changing news that, you know, changes the game. Now, keep in mind, this was posted 6 days ago. I don't know if you can see that. It was posted 6 days ago. So 6 days ago, there was a huge Disney Dreamlight Valley update to the game. Now, there wasn't. There wasn't a huge update. But we'll talk about what the update was in a second. So, this is a classic clickbaity of a popular game that doesn't have anything to talk about. All right, so we're going to play it.
Giving us some early Christmas presents.
All right, we'll go from the
Disney
beginning,
Dreamlight
right?
Valley is giving us some early Christmas presents, so let's unwrap them together.
All right, so interesting. Like, it's saying there's huge updates. You know, they're selling that, trying to sell that. Now, keep in mind, 16 seconds into the video, it's only a
Hey
3.5 minute
it's Teresa
video.
of Arasaid, a cozy gaming content creator. I would love it if you would subscribe for any gaming tips, tricks, updates, predictions, and live.
So we're 30 seconds into the video. Literally, we don't know nothing new right now. Nothing huge or game-changing. It's 30 seconds.
Disney Dreamlight Valley feels like a fully released game, even though
It doesn't. There's literally areas you can't even, like, fully access or use yet. But it's yeah.
we're still in the early access launch stage. With the chance to play the game before the official release, players receive sneak peeks into the wonderful Disney magic, but also the bugs and issues that come along with an incomplete game. Yes,
We are literally 50 seconds into the video now. This is this is now a 4-minute long video, and a quarter of the video is already done, and literally nothing's happened. We've learned nothing so far.
yesterday, Disney tweeted out what felt like the most perfect Christmas present to me, and we are diving in today to unwrap and delve deeper into what this
Okay, we're a minute into it now. And so now she's building up the hype for this update. The update, she's saying, is like an early Christmas present. It's going to be exciting. All right, what would it be? What game-changing thing is going to happen here? All right, we're excited.
mean for the game in the future. Disney announced that their team is having a huge hot
Wait. Okay, let's listen to that again. That little phrase there.
team is having a huge hotfix
So a huge hotfix update. It literally says in the tweet that she's posted in her video, small update. It says it right there.
deeper into what this could mean for the game in the future. Disney announced that their team is having a huge hot
No, they didn't. They didn't. They said a small update, and it wasn't even Disney. It was Disney Dreamlight Valley, so it was Gameloft. So not Disney. Gameloft, who develops the game, said they were doing a small update. But for some reason, they put it out there. They made an entire video about this massive update, which is literally this. And it took them a minute to explain that.
fix update within the next few days. This will help squash some bugs that have infiltrated the game, mainly with
So, according to this person who's made this news video, Huge Disney Dreamlight Valley updates, game-changing, fixing bugs and quests is the game-changing update. Huge game-changing update, and there's only 5 of them. This annoys the hell out of me, because this isn't just an isolated incident to Dreamlight Valley. This happens all the time, of people blowing things out of proportion and not scaling news the way you should.
Quests and leaving buildings. According to the Disney Dreamlight Valley tweet, the following issues are happening and will be fixed in this update. Once he joins the valley,
now she goes through all the quests,
players
right?
are
Well, I'm going to mute this while she goes through it, but she basically just goes through what you just saw there, right? So this is another like minute of just repeating what literally was on the screen before about what quests are going wrong. Now, also, in the tweet as well, the deal with Ursula and there's other quests that aren't actually related to any of the new quests that were released. It's just normal hotfix bug fixes. And she just goes through all of them, which seems a bit pointless. So it just goes on like that for, I don't know, good, where are we? Kind of all the way, another minute. Let's see, we'll go back
quests, please know that Disney is working hard to fix these issues.
Okay. This is another pet peeve of mine. Hold up.
In the tweet from Disney yesterday.
No, it wasn't from Disney.
From Disney yesterday.
No, it's Dreamloft. The ones who make the game is Dreamloft. Disney licensed the game out to Dreamloft to make. Disney doesn't care. Disney's not developing it. Disney doesn't care about your feedback.
If you're having any issues with these quests, please know that Disney is working hard
No, they're not.
to fix
Gameloft is.
these issues so the game will run smoothly for us. But also, I don't know if you saw the bottom of the tweet, it says plus more. So Disney is working so
No, Disney's not doing a damn thing. Gameloft is. Gameloft is putting the resources in. They're developing the dang game. And also, plus more. Let's see what that plus more actually ended up being, right? So let's actually go to what the patch actually was, you know? So let's switch over to here. This was the actual hotfix, that huge update. That huge update that was going to be, as she said, game breaking. Gonna you know, change everything, presence and everything. This is it. This is all the updates. So let's just deduct 5 from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we actually look at the actual quests, there's only 5 fixes for quests. So there's only one additional quest-related thing after the initial 5 that was stated. The other things that were here, actually, you know, there was story-related items not appearing in the craft menu, Bobbity not being as big, like so it's graphically just made smaller, and just stability and optimization improvements. So the massive thing. And this is the problem. This is the damn problem, is that you can't blow things out of proportion for clickbait. Because it destroys the community, because when people are actually looking for legit news, they're not going to click anything because everyone's just blowing things out of proportion. Oh, it makes me so mad. And there's one other thing I want to go through, is why this makes me even madder. And I will go through it in a second. I'll just go back to this.
So hard to get this game perfected for us.
They're not.
I truly feel like as players, we are being heard, and what we are asking.
No! How's that got to do with anything being heard? Yeah, there's bugs in the game, and we're saying, alright, these bugs are here. They're fixing it. I don't really think that's the bare minimum a developer should do. release something, and then release a patch to fix any bugs that come with it. That feels like the bare minimum. That shouldn't be a, oh my god, they're listening to us, oh my god, they're fixing the game. No, that's the bare minimum. This is the problem, like, if you celebrate the bare minimum, it doesn't matter what the developers throw at you, you're going to celebrate it. So what's the point of even them trying? Because then they'll be just like, alright, here's, I don't know, another item of clothing. There you go. And you're like, oh my god, this is an item of clothing. This is great. This is the most amazing thing in the entire world. Don't do that. Scale it. So the tone of this whole video should have been, alright, there's a hotfix coming in, that's really cool. It actually happened similar to the Scar update, is that they released a hotfix soon after the initial patch, and just go down that route. You don't need to make the clickbait of being game-changing and pretty much talk about nothing for nearly 4 minutes. And credit the wrong people of actually developing the game.
Asking for is coming to fruition. That's Disney's magic for you.
No, it's not. It's Disney characters. Oh.
I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow
No,
for
I
day
didn't.
16 of the 25 Days of Teresa Vlogmas series. Let me know what bugs you would.
So this is a vlog series. This didn't feel like a vlog at all. Now, a vlog. Let's wind this back a bit. All right. So a vlog is supposed to be a video log, right, of things. Now, I'm going to show you the other thing that really annoyed me about this video. So we're going to have two videos side by side here. So one of them is the original video. So the one on the left is the original video we just watched. And the other one, this one over here, is the actual trailer to the recent update. So let's play them side by side. Well, I'm hoping they're going to be side by side. We'll play them side by side, and you tell me if you can see anything similar. Alright. So this is what we'll do. So we'll play them again. There we go. Sorry. Rewind back. I messed up. So this time, we'll watch them side by side. Alright? So the one on the left is her video, and the one on the right is the update video. They're literally the same thing. So I've muted it. So she's cut out just the Disney text that they're throwing in. Like, bundle up stuff. So she's cut that out, put her own stuff in. And we'll see if I can continue it right. Oh no, so then this goes to this Toy Story bit, which is actually further along in the video. Yeah, here, see? So she didn't even bother using her own footage. She deliberately cut out all this stuff so she could just fluff. And that's not only lazy, that's deceitful. Like, Gameloft, who she didn't credit, made this trailer, and then she just ripped it off, put her own text over it, just pretty much talked about nonsense for like 4 minutes, and made a quick buck off it. It really annoys me. It really, really bothers me. Anyway, that's what I was trying to say, is that she not only didn't record her own footage, she ripped off someone else's work, which is basically what I did here. But still, I ripped off her work because, well, I was trying to make a point that she literally just stole people that she didn't even credit. She didn't even credit them in the video that they did the work. I think that's what annoyed me the most. Gameloft made this trailer, but Disney got the credit in her video. Anyway, that's my rant.
Alright team, I think we're going to call the week there. So thank you all for watching. It's been another amazing week. A little bit more weirder than normal. I'll sit in the seat, Dave. Get in the seat. There you go. But weirder than normal. So if you're watching this on the clip show, probably a lot of conversations that you weren't involved in or you didn't see. For reasons that if you got to be there to actually understand. Out of context, it sounds really bad. So I'm not going to even try and describe them. But thanks all for watching. I really appreciate everyone that does. Merry Christmas, because I'm filming this 2 days before Christmas. And this will be my last stream before Christmas. Make sure you log in to Dreamlight if you are playing it. For some presents under the tree. But yeah, it's been good. This month has been one of the most watched months I've had on my channel on YouTube and on Twitch. That since, I don't know, since 2016, I think. It's crazy. So I just want to thank everyone. I will be continuing in the new year and actually next week, even after Christmas. I am working in my personal life during that time, and I like to add in some Dreamlight streaming when I do that as well. So Merry Christmas to all. I wouldn't say all good night because time zones, but I hope you have a great Christmas, and I'll be back in 4 days time from this point, but I think Wednesday my time, so maybe your Tuesday. Time zones, who knows. But until next time, bye.